What if the secret to surviving the harshest winter months wasn't found in a medicine cabinet, but in the small daily choices you make before the first snowflake even falls? While the world retreats indoors to escape the chill, an invisible enemy is waiting to strike, but you don't have to be its next victim. Today, we're revealing the ultimate blueprint to bulletproof your immune system and master the art of a rapid total recovery. What if the secret to surviving the harshest winter months wasn't found in a medicine cabinet, but in the small daily choices you make before the first snowflake even falls? When we discuss influenza and the common cold, we are looking at an age old battle between the human immune system and a rapidly evolving invisible enemy. Every winter, as the humidity drops and we retreat indoors, the stage is set for a viral surge. Understanding how to recover from these illnesses and, more importantly, how to shield yourself from them requires a comprehensive strategy that blends modern science with timeless self care. The recovery process from influenza is not merely about waiting for time to pass, it is an active phase of biological repair. When the flu hits, it often does so with a suddenness that leaves you reeling: high fever, intense muscle aches, and profound fatigue. The very first rule of recovery is non negotiable: absolute rest. In our high productivity culture, we often try to power through, but with influenza, this is a dangerous mistake. Your immune system requires an enormous amount of metabolic energy to produce the white blood cells and antibodies needed to neutralize the virus. By staying in bed, you are diverting every possible calorie of energy toward that internal war. Rest also prevents the most dangerous complication of the flu: secondary bacterial pneumonia. When you are exhausted, your lungs' natural clearing mechanisms are weakened. Staying still and warm allows your body to keep its defenses high. Hydration is the second pillar of recovery. Fever is the body's way of cooking the virus, as many pathogens cannot replicate at higher temperatures. However, this elevated heat leads to rapid fluid loss through sweat and increased respiratory rates. Dehydration thickens the mucus in your lungs and sinuses, making it harder to cough up and providing a breeding ground for bacteria. You must drink enough to keep your urine pale. Water is essential, but electrolyte-rich broths and herbal teas are superior because they replace the salts lost during the fever cycle. A warm bowl of chicken soup isn't just a comfort food. It contains cysteine, an amino acid that thins mucus, and the warm vapor helps soothe inflamed nasal passages. As you move through the stages of recovery, nutrition becomes your primary fuel for rebuilding. Even if your appetite is low, focus on nutrient-dense, easy-to-digest foods. Think of the brat diet: bananas, rice, applesauce, toast if you have gastrointestinal symptoms, but prioritize vitamin C and zinc once you can handle more variety. Berries, citrus fruits, and leafy greens provide the antioxidants needed to repair the cellular damage caused by viral inflammation. It is also critical to manage symptoms logically. Over-the-counter fever reducers like acetaminophen or ibuprofen can make the process more bearable, but they should be used to provide comfort, not as a green light to return to work. You are often still contagious for 24 to 48 hours after your fever naturally breaks without the help of medication. Now, let us pivot to the most important part of the winter season: prevention. To save yourself from the cold and flu in winter, you must view your body as a fortress that requires multiple layers of defense. The first layer is the biological shield, which is best achieved through the annual influenza vaccine. Because the flu virus mutates every year, your memory cells need a seasonal update. Think of the vaccine as a training manual for your immune system. It teaches your body to recognize the most likely invaders before they actually arrive. The second layer is environmental hygiene. In winter, we spend 90% of our time in enclosed spaces with recirculated air. Viruses thrive in dry, cold conditions. Using a humidifier in your bedroom to keep the air between 40% and 50% humidity can significantly reduce the virus's ability to stay airborne and keeps your nasal membranes moist, your first physical barrier against infection. Furthermore, you must become a master of hand hygiene. Most people rinse their hands, but to truly kill a virus, you need 20 seconds of vigorous scrubbing with soap and water to break down the fatty envelope of the virus. Avoid touching your T-zone, the eyes, nose, and mouth, as these are the primary entry points for the virus. The third layer of prevention is lifestyle fortification. Your immune system is deeply tied to your circadian rhythm. During winter, the lack of sunlight can drop your vitamin D levels, which are crucial for immune signaling. Supplementing with vitamin D under medical advice and ensuring 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep can make the difference between a virus taking hold or being defeated in its tracks. Additionally, dress in thermal layers. Keeping your core temperature stable prevents the cold stress that can temporarily suppress immune response in the respiratory tract. To help you stay ahead of the season, here's the 7-day winter immunity challenge designed to prime your body for maximum resistance. Day 1 is the audit day. Clean and disinfect all high-touch surfaces in your home and office: doorknobs, light switches, keyboards, and your smartphone. Buy a new toothbrush and stock up on herbal teas and honey. Day 2 is the hydration reset. Aim to drink 2 to 3 liters of water today. Start a habit of drinking a glass of warm water with lemon every morning to alkalize your system and keep your throat hydrated. Day 3 focuses on immune nutrition. Incorporate at least 3 different colors of vegetables into your lunch and dinner. Add garlic and ginger to your meals. Both have natural antimicrobial properties that support respiratory health. Day 4 is the sleep protocol. Turn off all screens 60 minutes before bed. Aim for a full 8 hours of sleep in a cool, slightly humidified room to allow your bone marrow to produce fresh immune cells. Day 5 is movement and circulation. Engage in 30 minutes of moderate exercise. This isn't about intensity, it's about moving your lymphatic fluid, which carries immune cells throughout the body to scan for pathogens. Day 6 is stress management. High cortisol levels from stress turn off your immune system. Spend 15 minutes in meditation or deep breathing exercises. A calm mind leads to a resilient body. Day 7 is preparation and protection. Ensure your winter gear, scarves and gloves, is clean. Plan your meals for the coming week to include recovery-ready ingredients like bone broth and fermented foods like yogurt or kimchi to support your gut microbiome, where 70% of your immune system resides. Recovering from the flu and preventing the cold is not about luck. It is about respect. Respect for the virus's power and respect for your body's need for care. By treating your health as a proactive project rather than a reactive crisis, you can navigate the coldest months with strength and vitality. Stay warm, stay hydrated, and remember, your health is the greatest investment you will ever make. Would you like me to create a specific winter survival kit checklist with recommended vitamins and supplies for your home?